Well, today I just wanted to show you a silent pellet trap that I made. I don't know about you, but in my neighborhood, if I were to walk out into the backyard with something like this or something like this, I'd have a full-scale SWAT team showing up, creeping around the house, ready to take me down. So that means if I don't want to drive a couple of hours to go out to some boony place to shoot, I've got to shoot inside. That means I need to have a pellet trap, and it's nice if the pellet trap doesn't make a whole bunch of racket. So there are several designs on the web for silent pellet traps, and basically it involves just making a box and then using duct seal, which you can buy in the electrical department at various hardware stores or home improvement stores. And the duct seal is a sort of plastic, clay-like stuff, and you just press it into the back of the box and presto, you're done. These silent pellet traps sell for quite a bit of money if you wanted to buy one, but they're not difficult at all to make. Now, there's a fellow who put up a video online about making one using a circuit breaker box, which he bought fairly inexpensively at Home Depot. Now, I checked the prices around here locally, and those things are just not cheap. But we do have what we call a restore here. It's a second-hand building supply store. So I went down there and I checked, and I found this little gizmo, which is actually just a sheet metal box riveted together, and it is for housing some kind of lighting appliance either on a wall or up in the ceiling somewhere. So that's what I decided to use, and the thing cost me a grand total of $3.50. Now that's cheap. Well, it comes with this lid, and I'll try to show you the thing. It's about the lid is actually just pop riveted in place, and so I used an electric drill or a Dremel tool, either one would work, and ground off the pop rivets, and then this top piece just comes right off. It also has a junction box, which is riveted into the top of the thing, and again I just ground off those rivets, and then you can pull that junction box out, and when I got it, it still had a transformer in it, and so I just took that out. So what I was left with is this sheet metal box, and you know, it's nice and deep, fairly wide. I suppose, you know, if you had a really powerful pellet gun, it would probably shoot all the way through it. But the chances of that happening are not very great if you at all a halfway decent shot. So I got this one because it was just about the right size so that I could put a clipboard on the front. And I had an old clipboard lying around. So what I did is I just cut a hole in the clipboard so that the hole is just a little bit smaller than the opening to this sheet metal box. Then, once I had that done, I took my duct seal, which I'll bring up here for you to see, and I just pressed, I used I think 7 pounds of that duct seal. It comes in 1-pound packages, and I just pressed it into the back here. After that was done, I put my clipboard in place, and I drilled some holes so that I could attach the clipboard to the front of the box. Now, the guy on with the circuit breaker box, he just used magnets and I suppose to hold the paper in place. I suppose that's also a possibility. Not a big deal one way or another. But I like the idea of just using a clipboard, and it works fairly well. 2 more screws to go. This suppose if I were clever about making a video, I would just do a little break right here and come back and show you what it looks like. But with only 4 screws, not a big deal. Alright, here we go, last one. Done. So there's my silent pellet trap. And then, you know, you can just print targets off from the internet. There's lots of places where you can download them on the internet. And you just slip it under the clipboard and presto, there you go. Well, I'll show you how it works. Get this big beast out. Pellet. Load that sucker up. And I'll just step over here, give it a bit of a shot. So you'll hear the pellet gun go off, but that's about it. Whoa, got a little dieseling going on there. But makes a nice clean hole. No sound from anything hitting in here. Because this is sheet metal, if the pellet does ricochet off another pellet or something, it's not going to go anywhere. Alright, well, a couple other things yet to do. If you don't like the look of galvanized sheet metal, you can give it a coat of paint. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue some leather strips on the bottom so that it's a little bit more furniture friendly. I looked around for circuit breaker boxes at the Restore, and I just didn't find anything that was small and inexpensive. Other things I did see though were stainless steel sinks. You know, a lot of people yank out stainless steel sinks, and if you get a double sink, you can always use a jigsaw or something and cut it in half. A stainless steel sink would again make a good metallic box, and you could mount your targets on that. The other possibility is, I don't know about where you live, but here the Salvation Army collects old electrical appliances for recycling, and you know, people always have dead microwave ovens, and there again a nice metallic box. You could take an old microwave oven, take the door off, take all the innards out of it, because you don't need all that heavy weight with the transformers and stuff in there. And it would also make a good basis for a silent pellet trap. All you need is some sort of box that you feel comfortable with, and then press the duct seal into the back. Make a way to hang targets in the front, and you've got a nice silent pellet trap, so you can shoot indoors all day long without disturbing your neighbors or having them call the cops. Okay, just a few thoughts for you. Thanks a lot for watching.